Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, and we do so by Shema Mashak Yahweh Shai. We just say in the ancient Hebrew tongue was all praise to the Most High, in the name of Christ. In the name of Christ, man. We are the Son of Thunder Israelites, man, coming in and week out, not only to prophesy the downfall of this wicked nation, but to exhort you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans in sincerity and in truth. Letting y'all know y'all the chosen people of God and the apple of the Most High's eye, right? We got a great lesson for y'all tonight, a great lesson where we can teach a plethora amount of points. But all I do is thank y'all that y'all joined us for another Truth Tuesday, man. All praises to the Most High. Y'all seen our feast day calendar? Let me see if I can pull it up. The feast day calendar. Let me change my background too. Let's bring up y'all all. And
yo, shalom family. All praise to the Most High in Yahweh's name. Another Truth Tuesday. We give you the truth according to the Bible, not according to the wicked world. What's up, other one?
All praises. Shalom. How the weather out there?
Hot as hell still, other one.
Oh, y'all ain't getting that. I know you in Cali. Y'all ain't getting no bad weather.
Now we got that rain. That one weekend we got that heavy rain out here.
Yeah.
Wannabe hurricane.
Yeah, man. We had some bad weather earlier today, man. I hope everybody's safe. And if you bought a hurricane, man, I pray Godspeed, man. I pray the Lord bless y'all and keep y'all safe and protected. Hey, give me the book of Psalms, chapter 34 and 7. Baba Kashah, just to start everything off. Just to let some people know, man, trust in the Lord.
God's book of Psalms, chapter 32 and verse 7.
Listen good.
Thou art my hiding place. Thou shalt preserve me from my trouble.
Man. Hey, the Lord is our hiding place, and He preserves us in any trouble that we're in. So y'all got to be mindful in seeing that when these hard times come, these trials and tribulations come, y'all be mindful that the Lord is doing that for y'all. It's going to be protecting y'all. Get 34 and 7.
God, 34 and 7. The angel of the Lord encampeth round about them that fear Him.
See, y'all got the angel of the Lord right there, right there, camping up, posted up, right? Not letting nothing pass to y'all, not letting any type of danger touch y'all, right? 10,000 will drop to y'all left hand, and 1 million people can fall to y'all right. But look, nothing's gonna come down to y'all, right? The Lord is gonna keep y'all. Satan gonna say skin for skin, but the Lord is gonna say something else, man. The Lord is gonna say otherwise. And we give all praises, honor, and glory to the Lord for that. Let me shout out the members of the channel in the chat. Members. We got SOT Zakawar. We have Soldier, SOT Soldier The Rock, Soldier Aquaria, Natazar, Shalom sister, Soldier Kaya Baloya, Yazabad, Warrior Micah Allah. We got Monique Stanford, Shalom. Ayaraya, Banya Howard, Shalom. We got Josiah Salakia. We got Sakur, Zakaya, Manessa, Tazaria, Shalom Abadathia, Khan, and everybody else is in the chat, man. If y'all wondering how to become a member, y'all go ahead and tap in. Y'all go to the channel, and it should be, if y'all type in YouTube, Sons of Thunder Israelites, and go to our channel, it should be a join button right there where y'all can join the channel and get put on to some exclusive content, right? As if you were a Patreon member as well. But the Patreon gets more exclusive content, pictures, videos, breakdowns, debates, you name it. The Patreon got it all, man. If you would like to join the Patreon, I believe the Patreon is SOT Israelites / Patreon. If I'm mistaken, Adawan Malachi, can you put that in the chat for the Patreon, Baba Kashah? Please, because I may be tripping. All right, without further ado, hey, while we waiting, right? I want y'all to put the role of a man, and I want you soldiers to like shine right now. I want the role of a man, and if you got book, chapter, verse, go ahead and put that up for extra credit. I need to know the role of a man. The role of a man. Right? And it could be multiple. It could be multiple things. All right. Y'all go ahead and put that up through the spirit while I bring out this feast day calendar. Right? And explain it a little bit. Con. So what y'all see before y'all right now? Hold on, not yet. Okay, what y'all see before y'all now is the Sons of Thunder Israelites feast day calendar. All praises. This is the Feast of Tabernacles. If you would like to join us for September 29th through September to October the 2nd, go ahead and RSVP. And how you do that is by emailing us at Salakia. You email us at Sons of Thunder Israelites at gmail.com. Sons of Thunder Israelites at gmail.com. Hold on, let me pause this. All right. To explain it a little bit, we said, please join us as we celebrate year 5 of the organization. For individual and couples, we got $150. If you're an individual or a couple, it's $150 to join us for the Feast of Tabernacle, and we'll handle everything, right? And then you got $250 for families, the max of 5, right? That includes food, that includes everything. Food. You do have to bring your own tent, though, right? It doesn't include no tent, but it's special pricing for Patreon members and members of the channel, certain members of the channel. So y'all go ahead and make sure when you RSVPing that you put that you're either a Patreon member or a member of the channel, right? Right. All praises to the Most High God, right? Did they put it in there? The role of man, the role
They're putting their answers out of one.
Man. What'd you say?
Yeah, they're putting their answers in their other one.
All praises. And for the Patreon, this is what y'all type in. Hold on, let me see. Bam. Right, and if you would like to become a Patreon member to get a discount on that Feast of Tabernacles, y'all make sure y'all go to Patreon, but y'all have to join our top tier, the highest tier, right, to get a discount for that $250 or $150, whatever your case is, right?
Go ahead. Con family, and I encourage you, brothers and sisters, if you guys can, to join the Patreon. I'm gonna start dropping Spanish lessons in the Spanish tongue for your Spanish-speaking loved ones out there. You might have some people that might want to get into truth, but they don't understand the English tongue. Go to the Patreon. When I drop the video, drop the kind of lessons you want me to bring out, and I'll bring them out in Spanish. Need certain breakdowns. Let me know what you guys want, or even in the comments on this channel, on any class, just put down, hey, can y'all make a lesson on this? Let me know, and I'll make a lesson for you, brothers and sisters, so you guys can help feed the sheep that speak the Spanish tongue. I you a lot of one.
Praises, man. All praises to the Most High. I'm excited for that. Right? All praises, man. That's beautiful, man. I'm excited for that myself. So without further ado, let me bring up this video. Let me show y'all what I'm talking about. Y'all may be asking, Eve, a sugar baby, the white man sugar baby. I should have put Esau, and that's my fault. Maybe I should just I said the white man sugar baby, but we're gonna see what I'm talking about. Right? I should have said Esau sugar baby, but hey, and man, gotta be direct. Hey, but if y'all not subscribed to or how do you say it? If y'all are not following the SOT Israelites TikTok, y'all go ahead and get on that right now. SOT TikTok, man. SOT Israelites TikTok, man. Right, we got content coming up there every day. Right, when y'all scrolling on TikTok and social media, y'all get a whiff of the truth, man. Because I already know that app is crazy sometimes. But let's get to this video. Make sure y'all can hear this, man. Let me know. Drop 7s in the chat if y'all can hear.
I quit to become a sugar baby. Tell you all of his requirements and things I can and cannot do. Definitely prefers my hair ponytail pulled back away from my face. When it comes to my appearance as a whole, he likes it very natural. He's a wholesome man. When it comes to like my actual body, he likes fit and healthy. Now, this isn't much of a problem for me. It can become a problem and he will let you go. He's very particular about what I wear. He does give me money to go out and buy whatever it is that he wants me to put on, which is why.
Hey, for those that don't understand what's going on, this sister basically is telling us that she is somebody's sugar baby. And if you don't know what a sugar baby is, it's basically you basically don't do nothing and somebody takes care of you. Right? Her sugar daddy, per se, is a so-called white man, right? And so she's basically telling us his requirements and the stuff that she's gonna do for him. This Eve too. Right. Now Eve is telling you, hey, and I'm gonna do it. This is what he requires, and it's being done before our face for this white man.
Well, I don't complain too much. Speaking of paying for it, I'm gonna go over some of the things that he does pay for that I don't. Now, he pays me about twice a month. He pays for food, for my time that I spend with him. My favorite payment is when he pays my rent. My favorite. I'm not the only one. And he does have us in multiple places. I originally am from Atlanta, but he asked me to move to South Carolina. And I did. And y'all know he paid my moving expenses too. And that I did move away from my family for him. He does give me particular times during the month to go and, spend time with my family and do things that I want to do. If I have to travel to another place for him, he pays for that as well. My flight, my rental car, and even gives me a little bit of extra money so that I can eat while I'm out there doing whatever it is he wants me to do. There's not many things that I don't like about him. He can make some unnecessary rules, but for me, because of that pay, I don't complain. Just getting dressed, and I'm gonna show y'all his favorite outfit. Honestly, I don't know why he chose this outfit because it's not the most flattering thing. Whatever he wants, I'm gonna give it to him. Now let me hurry up because he don't like when I'm late.
She got me.
She got you.
She got me. I was watching that video. I'm like, Eve, man. But she got me. You see what I'm saying? How many of y'all knew that she was in the army?
Yo, she cut a lot of women.
She did. She cut a lot of women, boy.
That's right.
So if anybody didn't understand what was going on, the person her sugar daddy was the government. Her sugar daddy was the U.S. Army. Her boss, right? And she was basically breaking down the relationship with her as the employee being taken care of by the U.S. Army or the government, right? And I'm watching this video and I'm like, damn, it was a great spinoff. That was a great spinoff. It was a great spinoff, right? But now, so she is doing this and saying what she's saying, and I'm like, damn, bro. Even though she's saying this is about, saying this about her job, it really is a testament against our women, because now you're looking at how in complete submission our women are in either the workplace or for the so-called white man, or the I'm gonna say Esau, for Esau and his government, right? For Esau and his corporate job. You see what I'm saying?
That's
for
right.
His corporate setting, right? They tell Eve what to wear. They tell Eve how to do her hair, how not to come in there, how to speak, and Eve do that thing, right? But now there's you, her man. She comes in the house after submitting to them. Then she gives you hell, right?
That's crazy, God.
If you start demanding things, it's I don't have to listen to you. Why? Because I don't need you. That's one thing that's said to the so-called black man. I don't have to listen to you because I don't need you. But what gave her that crutch and what gave her that mindset that she does not need her man? Being a so-called black and Hispanic. Why are our women like that? Right? Why are women this way? I'm gonna show y'all another video. Y'all were all had sent to me. Cause y'all think it's just Eve that be like that. Y'all think it's just my fault, because this is Eve too. But y'all think it's just Southern Kingdom. I mean Southern Kingdom. But you know them Northern Kingdom sisters.
Man, their years is bad out of one. Their years is bad.
They be wilding. I knew about this girl in school that was talking to this older white man. And she's from the tribe of Issachar too. And I'm like, yo, you're sick. But that nigga was Esau was paying for shit. Like she would come in crazy. I'm telling you. I can't play the video sound because it's she playing music in the background. Look at him. This nigga is nasty. Yo, hold on, bro. Wait till it go back to him. This is a beautiful sister right here. But look who she with though. with the lowest of the low, man. She would have retired. You see?
That was spending his whole social security check on her too. Everything
is getting handled. And Eve is going to submit for that bag, though. Y'all got to understand now. Y'all want to call us conspiracy theorists and things of that nature, but I'm going to break it down real smooth for y'all. Give me the book of Job, chapter 9, and verse 24. Y'all see? Y'all. The nigga said she was with Gargamel. Yo, yes, that's it. Hey, that's serious, bro. Yeah. Is that serious? With Hugh Hefner. Yo, they getting on him in the chat. Man, but go ahead and read that in Job. Y'all got to understand something.
Kind of the one's book of Job, chapter 9 and verse 24.
Bring it out.
The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Y'all have to understand something. Right now, the earth is in the hand, in the palm, in the control of the wicked. Read on.
Kind of like one. He covers the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?
Right. So he covered the face of the judges. We understand that from our elders by talking about iconoclasm. We see the images of Christ. We see a white man. We see the images of Paul. We see a white man. Job. Right. Peter. We see all white images. He covers the faces of the judges. You know what else he does? The leaders that's in our community, he make us look like dirt. All right. Where the woman looks at you as a so-called black man and she doesn't respect you when you come in the room.
That's right.
Calls you a conquered man. They say this is the so-called black man is the most conquered man on earth.
Right? On Clubhouse, the number one thing
that's what they say.
I heard it many times myself.
But if your man is conquered, this is what Eve don't understand. Your man being conquered means you're conquered. And if you don't see that conquered, you guess what? You see our women conquered when you look on the TV and you see Sexy Red and Suki Hana. And you see in their lead chopper another so-called black man walking them as if he were walking two pit bulls. That's how you see the nation conquered. But Eve thinks Eve think in her mind that everything is okay and she not conquered because what? She's getting money. She show a little half of her breast. She show a little areola. She get cheese. She buck up against her man. She loudmouth and sassy. She get a little cheese. She make music that's talking about her women in her community joining her in a festival of twerking, and her own daughters in a festival of twerking, a whole festival of ratchetness and loudmouthness, you get money. To where the image of the so-called black man, the so-called black woman and Hispanic woman is they easy. They vixens. They my muse. So then the so-called, you see Moab walking in 5 Points, Atlanta, and you wondering what he looking for. He not looking for where the dope at. He looking for one of your women to pay for a good night. That's what he's looking for, because your women, the so-called black woman, is so sexualized in this world. And then they try to say, oh, it's the man's fault. No. It's who you chose to be under. It's his fault. And you running around with his plan. You like rats to cheese, man. It's crazy. Because now you feeling it. Hey, he covers the face of the judge there. You don't respect the so-called black man, but then you falling into his plan.
How can I buy it if it's not for sale?
How can I buy it if it's not for sale? And why do I think it's for sale if it's not advertised? Right. If it's not advertised, I wouldn't be trying to sell it. I wouldn't be trying to buy it. But you damn advertising it on social media, on music videos and things in that nature, and your men are part of the problem. We're part of it. Because we got you on our rap videos doing that. Right?
That's right.
But then when we get on the street corner to teach you to do otherwise, when your men rise up and tell you the proper behavior of a woman as a leader should, then what? You so destroyed and forgot who you answer to was the so-called white man, not your own men, not the so-called Hispanic man. You don't answer to him no more. You don't answer to me no more. You don't answer to y'all all no more. You answer to the so-called white man. Go ahead, y'all all.
They'll take you to court in a heartbeat. Other one.
Hey man, they'll take you to court in a heartbeat. They'll take you to their master. They'll take you to him. You know what? He not acting right. I'm gonna put him on child support. Let's go back up let's go back up in the comments, right? Because I said something. A woman will say, I don't need a man. Is that true?
Is that really true?
Is that true? I don't need a man is what they say. Is that true? Let's go back to the duties of a man. Let me see what y'all said. Damn.
Yeah, that's way up the other one. Let me see. I could bring some out of one. Let me see where we at.
Refresh my screen.
Okay, so brother was saying keep the commandments.
Keep the laws.
John Gilchrist said to be head of the woman, to teach her the words, to protect the women. That's right, Sister John Gilchrist.
So you said teach, protect. I'm gonna write these down. Joanne Gilchrist said lead and protect. I like that. Okay.
Yeah, like I said, I like this one right here. Ecclesiastes 12 and 13 out of 1.
Hey, fear God and keep his commandments. That's the whole duty of man. Okay. So when we see lead, they lead in them in the ways of the commandments.
That's right.
Okay, I'm writing this down. Okay. All right, protect. What else they got?
Soldier Hathawayar put bring his family and loved ones closer to the Most High.
All right, Khan. That's the leadership.
I like this from Soldier Kaya. 1 Kings 2 and 2. I go the way of all the earth. Be thou strong, therefore, and show thyself a man.
Okay. Being strong, showing that strength. That goes with protection. Okay.
Soldier Sanctuary put Ephesians 5.
Ephesians 5. Let's go to the book of Ephesians chapter 5. I'm gonna read it. Let's see what we can find in Ephesians 5. Let's go to the book of Ephesians chapter 5. Because right now, what we're gonna say is the duty of a man. Because the big question is, does the so-called I'm gonna put the question in the chat, y'all. If y'all see it, answer this. Is this true? All right. Does the Israelite woman need a man? I'm gonna put that in there. Boom. Does the Israelite woman need a man? Let's read this in Ephesians 5. This is the question. Y'all answer this in the chat.
You can use precepts if you want. Also, use a precept to back it
Yeah,
up. Or just put your point. Whatever's good. Yes, it's perfect too. I kind of want. Where do you want to start? I want verse
Ephesians
6.
5. Just start at the top real fast. Let's see what it does.
This book of Ephesians chapter 5 from the top. Be ye therefore followers of God as dear children, and walk in love as Christ also has loved us and has given himself for us an offering and a sacrifice to God for a sweet smelling savor.
Right.
But fornication and uncleanness or covetousness, let it not be once named among you as becoming saints.
So right here, he's telling us, don't be in fornication, uncleanliness, and covetousness. This is real. These are going into what? Following the ways of the Lord, the commandments. Keep reading.
Neither filthiness, nor foolish talking, nor jesting, which are not convenient, but rather giving of thanks.
Right.
But this you know, that no whoremonger, nor unclean person, nor covetous man who is an idolater has any inheritance in the kingdom of Christ and of God.
Read on.
Let no man deceive you with vain words, for because of these things cometh the wrath of God upon the children of disobedience. Be not ye therefore partakers with them.
Be what?
Be not ye therefore partakers with them.
That goes in being a leader. You're not partaking in with the wicked, right? That's going into they're being deceived with vain words. That's real. That's deep.
This is going and you know the precept in Job is so heavy, right? It says the earth is given to the hand of the wicked.
Right.
So every time you're covetous, every time you want to be a whoremonger, everything that Ephesians explaining is you want to go into the world of the wicked. This whole earth is given to the wicked, but you want to join into the wicked. Even when watch, I want to bring this out because this is a good precept that goes with the Job 9 and 24. We got one. Let's go to Matthew 4, and let's start at verse 7 out of 1.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 4, and verse 7. It reads, and Jesus said unto him, it is written again, thou shalt not tempt the Lord thy God.
Go ahead.
Again, the devil taketh him up into an exceedingly high mountain and showeth him all the kingdoms of the world and the glory of them, and said unto him, all these things will like it.
No, go ahead, finish it off. I don't want to go ahead, finish it off.
God, he said unto him, all these things will I give thee if thou wilt fall down and worship me.
So Satan already knows. Yahweh already knows what Job said. The earth is given to the hands of the wicked. So everything that Satan is telling Yahweh will be yours is the wicked's. Basically telling Yahweh everything that they see them as wicked will be yours. Same thing they tell our people nowadays. That's why in the book of Ephesians written, don't be this kind of person. Could be the way to become this kind of person is you start loving everything in this world. You start following everything that the wicked owns, which is everything. Yahweh told you got to become a whole new person. Yahweh knew this. Like, hold on, this guy wants me to go into the world of wickedness. Remember, Satan was trying to bless Yahweh right here. People always say, "Oh, I'm blessed. I'm beyond blessed." Yeah, if Satan blesses you too. This is exactly what's going on here. Satan was trying to bless Yahweh. Trying to give him the everything that's wicked that's in the earth. But Job already told us the earth is given to the hands of the wicked. In other words, don't choose none of their ways.
Right.
Can I yell? Let's continue. I don't want.
Go back to 8 right here in Matthew 4 and 11. Just to harp on your point as well, man. It's showing this is something that's given. Eve is given a choice like this as well. You see all the glory of the world and what that comes with attention. That's what social media is all about. TikTok. That's why they taking side profile pictures for attention, to get glory of men, right? So now they're whoring themselves out just for vain glory. But that's what Satan told them. The so-called white man whispered into their ear, Esau, the damn devil that the Bible speaks of, whispered in their ear and said, man, I'm going to give you all of this kingdom, these glories, these riches. Just bow down and worship me.
That's right.
But you got to understand, when you bowing down and worship the Satan, that don't necessarily mean that you got a Baphomet in front of you and you bowing down to a damn a pentagram, man. That 5-point star, and got candles and you humming and you damn cutting chickens in your living room. That don't necessarily mean that, right? Let's see how you can worship Satan. Give me the book of 1 John, chapter 3. Right? Go to verse 10.
Kind of the book of 1 John, chapter 3 and verse 10.
Get 8.
Kind of verse 8. He that committed sin is of the devil.
He that do what?
He that committed sin is of the devil.
Sin is transgression of the law. Are women acting like Sexy Red or Suki Hana, right? In these instances, hey, they're in a lifestyle. Like Isaiah say, they're covered with iniquity. But if you're of that lifestyle and you committing sin, you're of the devil, right? The works of the devil you will do. That's what it's talking. Hey, you worshiping Satan like that by living a lifestyle of sin, by putting it on wax, by putting it in the media wholesale, so your daughters look up and say, "I want to be like that," and that's wicked. Go to Ephesians 5 and just jump to 19, because this is a good point.
Another one.
I'm gonna put.
I wish we could play that song by what's the name of Sukiana and Sexy Red. Man, that song is the most wickedest thing I've heard to date.
I was about to say what song, but I want to know what song.
Hey, family, when you guys get a chance, check that video out and just check out the kind of wickedness. Check out the kind of wickedness that most of our sisters are into, believe it or not. All right, I want to continue. You said verse 19, 5 and 19?
Yeah.
Come the book of Ephesians, chapter 5 and verse 19. Speaking to yourselves in psalms and hymns and in spiritual songs, singing and making melody in your heart to the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Giving thanks always for all things unto God and the Father in the name of our Lord Yahushua HaMashiach. Submitting yourselves one to another in the fear of God.
Mm-hmm.
Wives, submit yourselves. Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands.
So one thing is submission, right? Yeah. Go to Ephesians 5 and 8. Hold that though. So it says to live in submission to one towards another. Where the so-called black man doesn't look, the so-called black woman, black and Hispanic woman does not look at their men in their community and look to submit to them in their rule. She does not. Matter of fact, they say that quote that's right here. I don't need you. Now you see the role of a man to lead, to protect, to provide, right? And then she looks at the so-called black man and says, he can't do that for me. I don't need him to do that for me. In their pride, they say, I don't need him to do that for me, because who can do this for me? The so-called white man. He can lead me. He's leading me right now. He's leading me in the way to them money-ons, man. He leading me to the funds, right? He leading me to this bag. I have the police. They protected me. I have the U.S. Army. They even got a Space Force. This is Eve in her simplicity. She tossed to and fro with every wind of doctrine. I don't need him to provide for me. I have government assistance. I can join the army. They can pay my rent. This is Eve. I don't need what do I need to listen to the so-called this conquered ass Negro for?
Exactly.
What do I need to listen to him for when I can be led by the so-called? So I can be led by Esau. Esau will protect me and Esau will provide for me. F you niggas, man. I don't need y'all. That's what they're saying. That's what they're saying. And it's evidence, and man, it's clear evidence to a woman of no understanding. She can say, I don't need a man by them facts. Am I wrong?
She said,
I don't need a black man because a so-called white man got me. He got to pay. You don't got a police force, nigga.
See, right?
You can't give me a stimulus check nigga. You not leading me to the bag. You broke. So when a so-called black man or Hispanic woman see this, right? A so-called black woman or Hispanic woman see this question, they're gonna answer it emphatically with, "No, I don't need a man. I don't." But this is what y'all got to do. Ephesians 5 and 8.
John, Ephesians 5 and 8. For you were sometimes darkness, but now are you light in the Lord.
So y'all, that's you walking in darkness, right? You walking in darkness with that mindset. Read.
Come. Walk as children of light.
But you have to walk as children of light, right? Walking as children of light is walking as what? Children of understanding. This is what you first have to understand. So-called black and Hispanic woman. Revelation 12 and 17. This is what y'all have to understand.
The book of Revelation, chapter 12 and verse 17.
And
the dragon was wroth with the woman
and
went to make war with the remnant of her seed.
So he went to do what? Make what?
To make war with the remnant of her seed. So
the dragon is Esau, the so-called white man. And he's making war with our people, with the so-called black and Hispanic man, woman, and child. So now understand this, walking in children as children of understanding is understanding that we're in war. We're in warfare against the so-called white man, against Esau and every other nation on earth. That's how you walk in as a child of understanding. So now you see, if we're in warfare, that means these principles and these things that they set up for me is going to be against my people. All right? You got a point?
And a question for those sisters with that mindset of they don't need a so-called black man. They don't need the so-called Hispanic man, right? If you understand there's a war against your people, you have to accept the fact that there's a war against you. Mm-hmm. And that you are merely becoming a tool of the people who have conquered you. So what you've done now is you've accepted the fact that the men of my nation have been conquered. And if the men of my nation have been conquered, that means my nation has been conquered. And that the genocide is being inflicted on my people as a whole. So when you have accepted that and you continue to want acceptance by the people who perpetuate the afflictions on your people,
right? What
you have now become is an accomplice to your own genocide.
Right.
Because now you think as they think and you love what they love.
Right.
You become a tool. And what happens at the end of the day when a tool no longer has a use? Let's say your nation has been totally destroyed now. The black man, Hispanic man has been totally conquered. There is no warriors among them. It's over with.
Because that's the plan.
What happens to you? You're disregarded. You're thrown to the side, cast away. Because a tool without its proper use is no longer a tool, but now it's garbage.
Man, that's deep. That's deep. You've been made an instrument of war by Esau, by the government. You've been made a weapon of war for white supremacy. But you can't even see the plot. You can't see the plan. And when Esau is finished with you, when the so-called white man is finished with you, you're gonna be thrown away. And then who you gonna run to?
Black men don't protect us.
Then you're gonna say black men don't protect us. When Esau is kicking your teeth in, when you trusted Esau, when you trusted the police force, and then they kicking your teeth in, then you're gonna be like, black men don't protect us.
We need black men to protect us now.
We need black men when Trump not in the office and them stimulus checks ain't going, then you're gonna be like, we need men to start providing. Because you trusted in the wrong side, man. Go to the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2. And we're gonna start at verse 5. Because we're in warfare, and what the so-called Hispanic and black woman has done went to the wrong side to fight, man. I'm sorry. Y'all went to the wrong side. It may look cool now, and this is where the brainwash sisters come in and say, man, y'all can't do nothing for us broke nigga, and that effeminate nigga, that effeminate Haitian nigga that be wearing that weave, that be talking about him on no broke, you know what I'm saying? No broke nigga. You know what I'm talking about?
Yo,
that nigga come in and crack and say, you niggas is broke. Right. Y'all broke. But riches profit not in the day of wrath. Like, you gotta understand, we storing up our riches in the kingdom. Right. And his brother amongst our ranks that's really getting paper out here, but that's not our focus. Right. Our focus is restoring our community. Our focus is getting you, so-called black woman, to understand, Hispanic woman to understand that you're the chosen people of God. Because a part of the warfare is this. Read this in Wisdom of Solomon. So,
God, Book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2 and verse 5. For our time is a very shadow that passes away.
What did the so-called white man say?
For our time is a very shadow that passes away.
So our time is a very shadow that passeth away. Why am I harping on the so-called white man so much? You go to Haiti, who's oppressing them? White man. When you go to Jamaica, who's oppressing them? The white man. When you go to America, who's oppressing them? The white man. When you go to the Mexico, who's oppressing them? The white man. South America, who's oppressing them? The white man. Okay, so let's stop playing games. Right. Who's oppressing our people by and large is the so-called white man. Who our people is trusting in government-wise is who? The white man. Okay. So look at what the so-called white man said. Read verse 5 again.
For our time is a very shadow that passeth away.
Our time is a shadow that passeth away. Read.
And after our end, there is no returning.
When we end, there is no returning. We can't get the rock back. Read.
For it is fast sealed, so that no man cometh again.
None of us, none of our posterity, none of them is coming again. Right? We got to understand that as a people. This is the fate of the so-called white man.
That one. That's why they don't believe in regeneration, and they don't teach it because they know it's not for them.
Hey, that's real. You're not coming back, man. You're through. You're finished. Jump to verse 10.
Come on, verse 10.
So this is what they're saying. Because they understand this is what they say.
Let us oppress the poor, righteous man.
Let us oppress the Israelites, the people of God. Right. Let us oppress them, read.
Let us spare not the widow. So let us spare not the widow.
And don't let us, let's not spare the woman, read.
Nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of the age.
So this is what they do. They not sparing. They not looking at you and having pity on you. No. Matter of fact, they using you to destroy your own people. Because what? We got to understand, when that so-called black man, woman, a child, Hispanic man, woman, and child, the so-called Native American man, woman, and child comes back to the commandments of God, the kingdom is taken snatched from the so-called white man's hand, the wicked hand, who Job told us is in the hands of, right? We snatch it out of his hand, and then we get the crown. But what about y'all that didn't understand that? What about you women that was wholeheartedly gun-ho about this world right here? Y'all gonna be left behind, right? Give me the book of Proverbs chapter 3 and verse 31. And Jeremiah, get Proverbs 24 and 1. Actually, get Proverbs 14 and 1. And get that one first. What about y'all? What about y'all that was helping? Because it's not helping our people that you on TV twerking, on TikTok twerking, on Instagram twerking.
Right.
On the national stage.
It's not cool for us and helping us that you bashing your men on a national stage.
Hey, so like I don't want.
Go ahead.
And it's sad that even the stinky heathens, the stinky Moabites understand that. They don't let their kids or their people watch on TikToks twerking and shaking booties and showing up the new trend of whatever body part you can show next. Moab understands that. And Moab is like, come on, those are them children of incest. And they understand that.
Right.
Our people know. If we say don't do that, they think that we're basically holding them hostage. Not letting them be who they are.
Which is crazy.
The other nations are teaching their sons the ways of war, and the young women how to aid their husbands.
Right.
That's what they teach.
Why they giving you the doctrine of don't need a man? Niggas ain't shit. They're mastering how to be on top while you're mastering how to not be a wife.
Right.
Not do your role as a woman.
Hey, Salakia.
Go ahead.
And then when they give you that, they give you that doctrine, they give you that teaching, you now equate that with your people. So now who's like, we the spokesperson. When you think about a woman not wanting a man or not needing a man, she could do about it herself. They attribute that to black women. You see what I'm saying? Like,
right.
We took that identity, we ran with it, and we keep it now. It's our identity. Like, you know, we that they're gonna label you as that when they think about a woman that doesn't need a man. When they think about brothers beefing with each other, when they think about a nation not coming together, they think about your people, and you perpetuate that, and you showcase that. You know what I'm saying? Especially on social media, they only show that when it comes to our sisters and our brothers. Man,
I'm let down every time I turn on social media. I am so let down every time I turn on social media. I'm like, oh my God, why do our people continue to do this damn folly?
Right. I tried somebody to look. I'm about to go on Google and look up strong independent woman and see what pop up. I'm gonna do. Y'all want me to do it with y'all?
Yeah, God.
Let me do it with y'all. I'm going on Google and I'm looking at a strong independent woman, and I want to see what pops up. Let's see, guys.
And I don't, for the record, real quick, I want to say this because we're not like we ain't no He-Man woman haters. No. That is not us. We do not teach that we love our women. Without our women, we are nothing. We understand how strong they are, mentally, physically. Of course, you know our women are beautiful. You know, from the way they think, the way they talk, the way they carry themselves.
Right.
And then right. Eve, we're talking about our woman, and we're separating our women from Eve. Eve is different. He's like Jake, and the Israelite man is different. So we're not no He-Man woman haters. They just want to make lessons about women all day. Like, nah, trust me. I'm not even about that life.
But see, when we do these lessons, they say we hate women.
That's right.
When in fact, we're teaching the woman that she needs protection.
Exactly.
We're teaching the woman that she needs leadership. Because let's put it in perspective. When a woman wants a certain idea pushed, who does she rely upon?
No bad.
She relies upon a man. See, what the feminists have done, they've confused you all. Right? I'm speaking to our women specifically. They confused you all. They made you believe that when you push certain ideas and when you go out and seek after your own wants, desires, your own fruition, seek after the ways of your own heart. I don't need a man. I want to lead the house now. No, I want this leadership position. I want this power position. When you bought into that, you have now put down the thing that would allow you to even have that. Because when you achieve that, what you now need is protection.
That's right.
Once you sit in that seat of power, once you now become a judge, you now need things in place to protect your position. And who is in place to protect your position? Men. The reason why you're able to say, I don't need a man, is because there are men that are willing to protect your right to say such things.
That's right.
Because what happens when your quote unquote your rights are infringed upon? What happens? Right. Who comes in and tries to take away your rights or tries to take away your ability to do things? Or what America says, your unalienable rights. What happens? Who does that? Other men. Men come in and try to do that, right? The saying goes around, men are dangerous. Well, if men are dangerous, who do you need to protect you from those dangerous men?
Come on.
Women have to get out of this idea that they don't need a man for anything. Because in order for you to live comfortably in any place, you need the guaranteed protection of men. And what better men to protect you than your own?
Right. Simple as that.
Okay. That's right.
That's the lesson right there. What better man to protect you than your own man?
Okay, that's right.
I hope y'all seen that Google search, bro. All I seen was black. I seen black women all down there.
I got a question. I don't real quick. I don't want.
Go ahead, Kenny.
This is how important, a female needs a man. This is how important it is, right? I don't want. If let's say Moab right now turns off the whole power grid, that means everything's turned off. No gas pumps, no electricity, no cell phones or nothing. If you gotta eat, I don't want. And the only thing that's out there is venison, which is deer. Who's gonna go hunt that deer? You gotta kill it. You gotta skin it. You might be gone for a whole 24 hours just to kill that deer and come back home. Think about it. Is a woman really gonna do that job? I'm not saying it's not possible, but it's gonna be dangerous out there. You need a man. A man is the only one that could kill that deer, skin it, and bring you back the food. Every nation does that. I was watching this. I always get into this. These weird little YouTube rabbit holes, and I was watching this nomad family out there in Kazakhstan, somewhere out there. They still live on the field. They call it nomads of Kazakhstan, that weird country. Right. And the men, all they do is just they have their herd of sheep, and of course they gotta protect that sheep from the wolf every single day. This is the struggle of their life. Like, to me, it seems so peaceful. I'm like, man, I wish we could live like that again. Right. But all the men do is just make sure their herd is safe, make sure that they stay up all night trying to get these wolves not to kill their sheep, because that's how they make their living. Right. And the woman actually just stay in the house and take care of the children. They don't feel oppressed. They don't feel nothing. And they ask them, do you ever want to give up this life and go live out in the city? The women are like, I never want to leave my husband and my family. That's what she said.
Oh, praise. And that's what y'all have to understand. Give me Proverbs 14:1.
God, it's the book of Proverbs, chapter 14 and verse 1. Every wise woman buildeth her house, but the foolish plucketh it down with her hands.
So every wise woman buildeth up her house. Mm-hmm. So look, it's the job and it's the purpose and the sole principle on the top of the bulletin for the so-called white man and these other nations to destroy the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. It's on the top of the bulletin. That's thing number one. Because as long as this people is oppressed, destroyed, and in the midst of wickedness, we got the kingdom. We have this lifestyle. We're living deliciously. We have nothing to worry about, and we're going to pass it down to our children, and they're going to do the same thing.
That's right.
But a wise woman is going to build her house up. Sexy Red is not building up the so-called blacks and Hispanics. She's not. That's tearing us down. Because look, we're gonna make it make sense. We're not just gonna sit right here and just bash women all night.
Never.
It's not. Hey, I don't think it's bashing, but you got some sensitive people out there that are saying we're bashing. No. This not bashing to me. We're not gonna sit here and talk about this all night. I'm gonna explain it to you. What you see on the media are women doing is not doing anything for the rising of our nation. You telling us that you don't need a man, but soon you're going to give birth to a man child. Soon you're going to give birth to a man child. Who's going to teach him how to be a man? You don't need one. That's what you're professing. So guess what? You're going to put his father on child support, limited visits, and now one day he going to come in with the high heels on, and you're going to allow that. One day he going to want to put your makeup on, and you're going to allow that. One day he going to put your dress on, and you're going to allow it.
I don't want it.
Go ahead.
You remember that sad video on IG or on one of the platforms of that man that got out of prison for being locked up for so long? Yeah. And he gets home, what's the first thing he sees?
Oh, yeah. His son.
Sodomite Jake. Oh, man, my heart was so broken for that man. Oh, my God, it was the worst thing ever. Hey, but guess what? He didn't have his father. That's what happens. Nobody checked him. No, he had nobody to check him. And again, we're not getting, like, I don't want to say we're not getting on women. I personally don't like when brothers get on women all day. I don't like when they put memes all day about women. I'm going to say I hate that. I hate when all they do is just every meme is about a woman. I hate that.
That's right.
But we are going to correct our sisters. You know, we need each other. We need each other. That's a fact.
So now that's one outcome of not needing a man. Your son becomes a effeminate and homosexual. Can he create another black life? He's not. He's not going to create another black life because in his relationship as a homosexual, he cannot do that. So now, because what you teach, because you say you don't need a black man, now another black life is destroyed, not taught correctly, and now he's wandering down a pathway in which he's not going to procreate for his people. Esau is like, excellent, because what? We outnumbering them in birth rates.
They know that.
They know that. That's why Kyle, not Kyle Rittenhouse, old boy that shot up that supermarket in New York. That's why he went up there, because he understand what's going on. Oh, that's man, right. These blacks and Hispanics are outnumbering us because we don't give birth at the rate they do. So what they try to, homosexuality is okay, and that birth rates for our people, right? Another outcome, your son has an effeminate reaction to correction now.
That's the word.
Now, because he learned that from you, his reaction to correction is effeminate. His reaction to anything that's against his beliefs or mindset is effeminate. So now he buys him a gun because the streets that he live on, and every time he's met with something opposed to his point of view, he ups the stick. He kills black men, and then he puts himself in jail. Now 2 black lives are gone. Okay. So now while birth rates is going down, your men are being incarcerated and put to death. And then Esau is helping you with the thing that you're perpetuating. He's helping you by incarcerating them and killing them himself too. All because you said, I did not need a man. If you would have just said, oh, I need my man in my life, and he's going to be that father figure for his son, we could put an end to that. That's something called the nuclear family structure. And it's something that's proven to work. You look at Ishmael, that's the Arabs. You look at them Persians. You look at the Chinese. You look at the Japanese. And you see what? A nuclear family structure. Now, you go to damn Dubai and see they got gold-plated Lamborghinis and G-Wagons. You go to China, they're excelling in technology, bringing their kids to America to go to school here, to come back to bring more money to China.
That's a fact. Your Moab is killing it over here with making money.
Putting businesses in your community and flourishing off your people.
That's right.
That's what the nuclear family structure does, but Eve don't understand that. Go ahead.
Because you got to understand something. In order to have that strong family unit that you so desire, because that's what you really want. You want to have a strong family. Mm-hmm. In order to have that, you have to play a role.
You got to.
And the problem that a lot of our women have is the understanding that they have to play a role. What gets in the way of a lot of our women playing the role is their emotions. Now, understand something. We understand that the woman is an emotional creature. But when you take that understanding and use it as a crutch, you then begin to produce fruits of that. This is what I mean. You say men aren't shit. But the men that you ought to be submitting to, and that you ought to be letting lead you, and that you ought to be making a family with, you don't want them.
Right.
What you want is the man that plays the role that America has him play. The street thug, scamming, money getting drug dealer, hardcore nigga with toting a gun on his waist that he don't know how to shoot. Right? That's the type of man you want. You want the effeminate, emotional man. Now, you lay down with that man, you have a child with him. Now, because you are an emotional creature who has laid down with an emotional creature who behaves like you, that man leaves you. and now niggas ain't shit. And then you birth his son. And because you don't have a man to lead you in the right direction, you train up that boy how you know best, through emotion.
That's
and
right.
That boy grows up, and then guess what he becomes?
Emotional.
And he becomes the niggas who ain't shit. So you create a perpetual cycle of women who are hurt and men who hurt women because they are no shit niggas. That is what you create. So now you're creating a cycle of men that you don't desire because you will not follow the man that you claim you desire. That's the issue, sisters. That's the point we're trying to make. You are complaining about a sickness and asking the Lord to cure you of this sickness, but you're in love with what's making you sick. And that's the ways of this society. This society has fed you poison and made you believe that this is the way and the cure and what's going to bring you happiness, instead of finding the things that will actually bring you stability, which will bring you happiness in the long run.
That's deep. But keyword by Captain Asha Allah. Stop looking for things that bring you happiness and look for things that bring you stability. Hey, I need you to re-ask this question, Shala. I need you to re-ask that question. But yeah, read that Proverbs 14 and 1 again.
Count the book of Proverbs, chapter 14 and verse 1. Mm-hmm. Every wise woman buildeth her house.
Read.
But the foolish plucketh it down with her hands.
You build your house by playing your position, playing your role. A great team is a great team on any platform, whether it's in corporate America, whether it's a basketball team, a football franchise. No matter where you go, the reason why people are number one, because everybody plays their role. There's nobody stepping outside of their role. They're working as a team. The man has a role in the team. The woman has a role in the team. And the children have a role in the team to build up this nation. We're raped, robbed, oppressed, spit on, destroyed, but it's proven Black Wall Street. When we come together in our role, we do valiant things. And the Lord is going to bring us the kingdom of heaven when we decide to start playing our roles.
That's right.
Give me the book of Isaiah chapter 31 and 1.
Hey, Salakia.
Go ahead, Kay.
Just real quick, Don, just off that point, though, because that's a good point. Hey, when you look at for example, a team, whether it's recreational, football, basketball, when you look at a great team, one thing that makes a great team not only is the leadership, but also everybody playing their position and their role. When you start to see a team fumble in demise and they become, not a great team, is when everybody's trying to be the man. Everybody's trying to get, why he got to do that? I could do that. You see what I'm saying? They step out their position and they try to be something that wasn't designed for them. That's what you see with our family structure right now, is that you see the women stepping out of their position to be something that they wasn't called to be. Same thing with the men. You see the men stepping out their position and to be something that they wasn't called to be. And the same thing with the children. And the children follow suit. You see what I'm saying? Because they've seen how the family structure is all out of whack, and now they out of whack because they don't got good leadership. So roles and playing positions is important to our rising, right? So like you said, Captain, get in the kingdom when everybody knows their position and stays there, and they play, and it becomes a beautiful thing. It's a well-oiled machine. But when everybody wants to be that guy, when everybody wants to be the man, when everybody wants to, he surely he can't do that better than me, or surely she can't do that better than me. I'm gonna do that. Then you see it fall.
Hey, get Isaiah 36 and 6. A great point, right? And it's so crazy because they put all that energy and effort in their the world today with the so-called white man. They put in that effort in for their oppressor, right? but that energy is not being reciprocated when it comes to their own people and their purpose. The so-called white man, all he care about is growing his infrastructure, growing his posterity. But it's high time that the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans understand that it's time to grow theirs. It's time to grow theirs. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 18 and verse 1. It says, through desire, a man having separated himself, seeketh, and intermeddleth with all wisdom.
Hey, there be those who go after their own way instead of playing their role, instead of doing the things that's designed for them to do, and they meddle with all wisdom. That means you disappoint everything. You become a fool. You play the fool in that regard. Because wisdom is keeping the commandments. Wisdom is playing the role and position that's for the betterment of your nation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, when you seek after your own ways and want to do things by your own book, right? Live your truth, as they like to say, then now the truth doesn't matter. Now you're not living in truth because you're living in your own truth. You're living in something that has nothing to do with the perfect will of the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
And that's what we have to teach you. We have to teach you how to walk in the perfect will of the Lord.
That's right.
Doing those things despite how you feel, right? Because that's what you require of your man. You require your man to play his role and do what he's supposed to do despite how he feels. That's what we got to teach our women, man. Because it's crazy out here. This world benefits off of your emotions. When a business sells a product, they manipulate your emotions. Whether it be the food industry, whether it be the beauty industry, whether it be anything that you see people consume in this place we call America. They manipulate how you feel, right?
That's so true.
And that's what we don't need happening to our people. We don't need our people being played, being a tuning fork for the devil. Because once that happens, now you have no control.
We're through doing that. You know, us as men and us as women, we're through breaking down our home. We're still breaking down our people. And what we're in the stages of is building up our people again. Reconstruction. We're in a reconstruction. We in our dang on Renaissance, right? It's our time, but we have to start by taking points like these, seeing things like this, and correcting and critiquing it, right? Go, because look, this is what we doing. When you seeing this is what's happening. Give me Isaiah 36.
Go on the book of Isaiah to the 36 and verse 6.
Look at this.
Lo, thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed.
You trusted in the staff of a broken reed. The so-called white man is finished. The so-called white man is finished, and he understands that. The devil knows it's over with. Right. Brick squad is rising up. It's over. They about to make a whole currency. It's about to be finito over here. You damn Eve is putting sex tapes on the internet for money. Mm-hmm. For the US dollar. That's not gonna mean nothing in the next couple years. Go ahead, King.
Hey, real quick, I don't want. Hey, this place is so finished. Esau knows it's finished, right? One of my buddies, hey, if he's watching this class, the brother knows what's up. He knows what's up with the truth. If you're watching this class, Shalom, King. But he hit me up one time. He told me, hey, guess what? My neighbor came over to my house yesterday, kind of drunk, came up to me and told me, what can we do to fix our country? That's exactly what he told Anak. And the brother told him, I don't know, your country, you fix it.
Damn.
Yeah, I think it cannot be fixed no more. He said, sad. Like Esau wanted to cry.
Yeah.
And Esau has a whole family, but he sees the way his country's going. In other words, he sees the broken staff. He sees it. The heathen sees the broken staff. Mm-hmm. Hey, but Jake and Eve still want to get comfortable in this place. How you?
Con, man. Con. Hey, read that again.
Kind of another one. Lo, thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed. On Egypt, whereon if a man lean,
on oppression, you're leaning on a broken staff, but that broken staff is oppression, right? Exodus 20 and 2. The bondage. You leaning on bondage. Read.
God. It will go into his hand.
And it's going to go in your hand. Read.
And pierce it. So is Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to all that trust in him.
Right? And so is these leaders and these oppressors. That's why I give you Proverbs 3 and 31. You trusted on oppression. And you leaning. It's a broken staff, but you leaning on it. And it's going to pierce your hand. It's going to destroy your works. Your hands is used to work. So when you got this pierced hand, now you can't work effectively. You actually hindering the work of the Lord with the works that you're doing now because you trusted in oppression. But the Lord told you this right here. Read. Oh, Proverbs 3 and 31.
God.
Mm-hmm.
God's the book of Proverbs, chapter 3 and verse 31.
Yeah.
So I get Proverbs 3 and 31, and it says, envy thou not the oppressor, and choose
what?
none of his ways.
And don't choose none of his ways. His ways is that currency that's backed by fiat dollars, man. Mm-hmm. That's backed by nothing. It has no backing. It has no stability. That's what you're trusting in a white man is like trusting in a dollar, because it has no foundation. It has nothing to back it up. So what? In that day, in the day of the Lord, when the Lord set up this so-called blacks and Hispanics that you didn't trust in, when he set them up, give me that. Give me the book of Zechariah 8 and 23. 8 and 23. In this day, because we be saying that day, and then Eve don't understand what day. You living in a fantasy. No, and this day right here, as it is written by the mighty prophet Zechariah. Read that.
This book of Zechariah, chapter 8 and verse 23.
Mm-hmm.
Thus says the Lord of hosts, in those days it shall come to pass that 10 men shall take hold of out of all the languages of the nations.
So you trusted in the all them other nations, them niggas is gonna be running towards us. Read.
Even shall take hold of the skirt of him that is a Jew.
That is a what?
A Jew.
They're gonna hold the skirt of Yahweh all in that day, man. They're gonna take his mighty garment and they're gonna try to tug on it and pull on it and say what? What they gonna say?
Saying, we will go with you.
We gonna do what?
We will go with you.
You running shit. You, excuse my language, you running it right now.
That's right.
Take me with you. They're gonna be like the Canaanite woman of Christ. Let the dogs eat off the master's table. And then Eve, that's when Eve gonna see 10 men, and then the 7 women gonna come. Then 7 women gonna come and say, let us drink we're gonna drink our own stuff. Just let us be called by your name. No, where was you at when we were shooting in the gym?
That's right.
Where was you at when we was putting the reps in? Where was you at when boots was on the ground? You wasn't like Sister Natiza studying to show herself approved. You not like Sister Joanne Gilchrist. No. You not like them. You're not really putting in the work for your people.
No, you was on podcast.
You was on podcast talking about how many bodies you got, and that it's effeminate for a man to stop paying your bills after y'all stop talking.
What the?
That's what you was doing.
Yo, that's wicked as hell.
You wasn't like these sisters studying to show they self approved. You was rooting on Sexy Red and going to Freaknik 2023. That's what you was doing. You was going to Orange Crush 2023 Orange Crush. So that's where you was at. And now you want to take hold of to a Israelite man, a righteous man. Oh, hell no. Now you want to submit. Now submission look good.
It's too late for that.
At first we was conquered, but when the Lord put that crown and put a palm in our hand with new names, then you're gonna be acting different. Then you're gonna be waving. Nah, you think it's a game though. They think it's a game and think they can switch sides. Give me Isaiah 8 and 20. Give me Isaiah 8 and 20.
Wonder what type of women are gonna be in the kingdom.
The meek shall inherit the kingdom.
That's right.
The meek shall inherit the earth.
That's right.
So you proud women, the Esau is giving you a spirit of pride by these ways of life. Yo, Eve take relationships like job opportunities. Eve treat relationships like job opportunities. Whoever got the best thing to offer, I'ma just jump. No, that's not how it works. Be there with me and help build me up to what I'm about to become. It's not right. It's not like Arby's and working for Chick-fil-A. It's not like that. You see what I'm saying? Right. You start with Arby's. You gonna stay with Arby's, man. You can't.
You gonna go to McDonald's. Yeah. McDonald's, you go on a Chick-fil-A. You Chick-fil-A. Oh, you at Burger King.
Yeah, now she would.
You still in the same position you started at.
Exactly.
Instead of being a co-founder.
Now, and instead of a co-founder, that's real. Hey, read that.
Con, you want Isaiah 8 and 20, right?
Yeah, that right there.
Con, this book of Isaiah, chapter 8 and verse 20. To the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them.
Oh, that's not what I wanted.
Oh, okay.
So like get Isaiah 13:14.
Oh, yeah. Okay. It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 13 and verse 14. And it shall be as a chased roe.
Yeah.
And as a sheep that no man taketh up.
Right.
They shall every man turn to his own people.
So it's going to be a time where every man turn to their own people. Read.
Right. Every man shall turn to his own people and flee every one into his own land.
Right. Read on.
Everyone that is found shall be thrust through.
Everyone that's found shall be thrust through. Everybody that's found that's in the wrong net, you not in the right place, you're gonna be thrust through. Mm-hmm. You was leaning on that oppression, but those oppressors that you trusted in, they're gonna thrust you through. Read on.
Everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword.
So if you're not on this side with the men of the Lord, you're gonna fall by the sword. You gotta look, you gotta be, the scriptures say always be, wait, it say always continually be with a godly man. It's something like that.
Yeah.
But I thought it was like a double positive though. Like, you see what I'm saying? Always continually be with a, I thought it was like that. Like, make sure you always with a godly man. Or you're gonna fall by the edge of the sword. Isaiah 8 and 9 was what I was looking for. Isaiah 8 and 9.
Oh, okay.
The other one, I got the picture for the other one. Is that Sirach 37 and 12.
Go ahead, read that.
This book of Sirach, chapter 37 and verse 12. Mm-hmm. But be continually with the godly man.
But be continually with a godly man. That's what it is. Because look, they're going to get the kingdom of heaven. They're going to get rulership over this whole thing. It's not a game. That's it, as it is written. If you believe in the Bible, you believe that the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are going to rule this earth.
That's right.
And every nation that is not with that are going to die. So if you don't want to see black and Hispanic leaders, Native American leaders, if you don't want to submit to that leadership, guess what? You're going to be like the other nations and die. You don't get down, we're going to make you lay down. Right. Christ's going to give us that power. And then Eve in that day is going to be thirsty. Eve thinks she's going to be choosing, but no. Christ's going to say, depart from me. Depart from me. I never knew you. You worker of iniquity. You can't come in with Kahari. Oh, yeah, I used to work with him. And I don't know you. You're not coming in. He's trying to grab Kahari fringes while the angels telling him to go into the kingdom. Lord will, man.
Hey, Christ said himself best out of one. What did Christ say? Get away from me, ye that work iniquity.
That's right.
Hey, we're trying to be like Christ, right? We're supposed to be exactly like Christ. Hey, we're gonna be saying the same exact thing.
We're gonna be all of one mind.
To continue with a godly man requires you to be godly.
Simple. Because you're not gonna be around me eating pork. No way. Nah. You're not gonna be going to crab broils around me. No. You're gonna stop all of that.
It's Christmas over with.
Valentine's Day.
I don't want to hear it.
Finished. And we're gonna worship the Lord our God.
That's right.
We're gonna go to New Moon.
That's for me and my house.
We're gonna serve the Lord.
That's right.
But you gotta be with that. You gotta be with a man like that, or it's finito for you. You're gonna be wishing, you're gonna be sitting at the window. You're not even gonna be sitting in the window, bro. You'll be burning, nigga. It's through. Read that in Isaiah 8 and 9.
Kind of the book of Isaiah, chapter 8 and verse 9.
No.
Associate yourselves,
Right.
O ye people,
Right.
and ye shall be broken in pieces.
So if you associate yourself with these people, man, you're gonna be broken in pieces. Mm-hmm. So you associate yourself with the winning side. Come on home, Eve. Come home, man. Come home, baby. Come on, man. We miss you.
That's right.
Before it's too late, man. Come on, baby. We miss you. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's simple as that. Hey, leave the losing side and come over here and help build your nation again. Bring forth some righteous babies, man.
That's right. Come home, babe. Shout out to Papa Sakari, man. Shalom, King.
Shout out to Papa Sakari, man.
That's right. Come home, babe. That's right.
Come on, baby. Come home. We miss you, man. Right? And we're gonna have a dress in the head right waiting for you. But Shema Masha Gawashah. Come on, man. We're gonna have that word, man.
That's right.
And through the spirit, we're gonna prosper together. That's the dream, man. I want to see the so-called black man, woman, and child all together in unity, working together for the good of their people, man. That's all we want. I got a question in the chat. A brother says something about effeminate. Clarification. 1 Corinthians 6 and 9, effeminate is a quality that will not inherit the kingdom, but it's often associated with womanhood. Can you explain how the effeminate spirit, how can I explain that it's not? I'm under the school of thought that the effeminate behavior is associated with womanhood. Now, can a woman be effeminate? No. That term is not for a woman. That term is for a man. Mm-hmm. A man is effeminate. And the definition of effeminate is...
I got it right here.
Yeah, I was trying to share my screen, but go ahead, read it.
Okay.
No, go ahead. No, just read it.
Well, this not the blue letter, though. I just looked this up on Google.
Yeah, I looked it up on Google, too.
So effeminate, we got with reference to a man, so that goes with your point that a woman can't be effeminate. With reference to a man having characteristics and ways of behaving traditionally associated with women and regarded as inappropriate for a man.
Right. So it goes because a man should not act like a woman. Give me Deuteronomy 22 and 5.
22. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22 and verse 5. Mm-hmm. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth to a man.
Read.
Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
Neither shall a man not supposed to act like a woman. You see what I'm saying? That's you see that in Paul's reign. You're not supposed to be effeminate. You wearing dresses, you switching your hips, you got lipstick on, makeup. I could have sworn. I know y'all seen Kirk Franklin video. I Smile. That nigga had lipstick on. And I seen that as a kid. I'm like, does he got lipstick on? He gay. That's right. But the effeminate behavior is a man acting like a woman.
A woman.
Acting out of the blue letter. The blue letter is harder on y'all.
So I got one.
Go ahead.
I mean, Paul's saying that because there's supposed to be a visible distinction between man and woman, right?
Right. That's
We're supposed to know from a mile away, hey, that's a woman right there. We're supposed to be able to just say that and see it from a mile away.
Right.
Nowadays, guess what? These men are effeminate. You got men, even though they probably have a hoodie on, they probably don't have long hair, but just the way they're walking, their mannerisms, they're being effeminate. They're not being manly. That's why there's a difference between manly and effeminate. Does that mean a woman being effeminate is a bad thing? Because the quality a woman has. We understand a woman has that quality. But when a man has that quality, that's when we start getting into the he, them, and who are they, all the different things.
Right. Who are they?
We start getting into that kind of stuff.
Right.
So this is the distinction between manly You know, Yahushua was austere for a reason.
Right.
That's the way men's supposed to be.
Right.
That's a manly quality. Women are supposed to be always smelling good, taking care of themselves. You got men nowadays saying, "Well, I can't be there on time because I gotta make sure all this is in order." We're just going to a damn AutoZone real quick. You know, simple stuff like that. You know, so it is telling you the distinction between men and women. We were supposed to be, you see it from a mile away, or here comes a sister. You be out there in 5 points, you be thinking, oh, here comes a sister, is full blown jig with a damn rainbow wig.
Real. That's real. That's real.
Now, does effeminate give you sisters leeway to behave in ways that are not good qualities of a woman? No. To be feminine for a man is for that man to act outside of the normal role of a masculine man. A woman, when she behaves out of order, that has nothing to do with womanhood or her being a woman. A woman behaving out of order is just her going against the scriptures.
Niggas, the blue letter said you soft. You soft. A catamite is a child like a boy prostitute.
Damn.
Right? A boy kept for homosexual relations with a man who submits his body to unnatural lewdness, male prostitution, like you homo. So that's what you really get. You really gay. But at the end of the day, either you do the actions or you acting as if you're a woman that day. No, the Lord ain't dealing with that spirit, right? All praise to the
Most. Not from brother for sure.
Not from no brother, man.
Hey, Salaki.
Women can't act masculine either. I hate that. I'm an alpha woman spirit.
Oh God.
I hate that I'm an alpha woman spirit. Like,
hey, I don't want. How much videos we didn't watch on IG when you got sisters trying to square up with the man and they're always like this? Like,
I think I seen a video of Jake kicking Eve, like Eve squaring up with him, and he kicking her like he dang on right hand Muay Thai champion. That way he was kicking her like
man,
like DJ off Street Fighter. He was kicking the mess out of her. Like, I'm like, dang, bro.
For that, man. But Eve
it makes no sense.
Hey, but see, that woman was getting kicked by that man. You know what she wants?
What?
The protection of
she wants the protection of a man. Hey, come on, baby. We miss you.
Hey, come on.
Miss you.
These streets ain't for you.
These streets ain't for you. It's getting cold outside. It's getting cold outside.
Yeah, hoodie season's around the corner.
Winter's coming.
Yeah, the hot girl summer over with when that winter comes.
That's it.
The hot girl summer is over.
We tell
hoodie
you,
season.
Be in order in season and
out of season.
Right.
That's right. Even when the summer comes, still be in order. Right. All praise to the Most High, man. Let me get a message from our sponsor.
Call your family, call your friends. It's time to play the game, the Truth of Yah. Learning the Bible has never been more engaging. The game that's guaranteed to increase your biblical knowledge, renew minds, and save lives. Grab your Bible and don't forget your Apocrypha. Loads of fun for everyone. The Truth of Yah board game helps build up the poor in spirit, build character, gain wisdom, show what you know or find out what you didn't know. Gain confidence. Line upon line, precept upon precept, make the Truth of Yah a part of your home today. Come on, what are you waiting for? Join the fun today.
Y'all go ahead and click our affiliate link to get tapped in with the Truth of Yah products, man. Righteous products, got t-shirts, hoodies, athletic programs, and board game and card games.
That's right.
All praise to the Most High. With that, we are the Sons of Thunder Israelites, giving, of course, all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh. And we do so by Shema Mashiach Yahushua or through Christ. We love y'all, family. Eve, baby, come on.
Come on.
Shalom.
Shalom.